traders, this is Leading Forex YouTube channel, and today we have another technical analysis, and we want to look at the price action of EURNZD and see what this trend of the market can possibly be in the coming weeks. Okay, so this is EURNZD monthly chart. But before I forget, let me show you what happened with Euro USD. Those of you who got the opportunity to watch my Euro USD analysis, this is what you currently see. From the time I told you that this was what I was seeing. I don't know how many of you saw it, and I told you the trend was over. The uptrend was over, and we're going to see a downtrend or a reversal. Truly, those of you who saw it, you can watch the video. It's down below. That's the one before this one. So how many pips have we made from the top there? Those of you who took the trade from the top, if indeed you did, almost 300 pips. Yes, 300 pips has been taken for this trade. Okay, so I have another analysis for you this week, and that is EURNZD. Currently I'm seeing something on EURNZD which I think I have to let you know quickly. Let's go. This is the monthly chart of EURNZD. Now if you look at this, it has been on a downtrend for some days. If you can really see this, it has been on a downtrend for some days or some months, not days, months. This is a monthly chart, so for some months, until it finally started making its way back up, and it has been on the up move for some months again. Each candle represents a month. Okay, so you can see for how long this trade has been on the up move. Now this has been the monthly low, and then this has been the lower high, lower low. Now after this lower low, it broke through the lower high here to a new monthly high. So we now have this as our lower low here, and then our new higher high, because this lower high has been broken. So we now have this as our new higher high. So after our new higher high, we had a new higher low. We had our new, should we use this or that? Okay, a new, another, should we say this is a higher high? No, because of this was not broken. This line was not broken. So if you can see, let me just do something for you to see. So as you see, this was not broken. So this was not broken. So we cannot call this as a new higher high, because this is a higher high, higher low, not a higher high, because this was not broken. The trend, this was the top, it wasn't broken, so we can't call this as a higher high, right? So it did a pullback and finally went up to make a new, should we say a new higher high? Yes, in a sense that this time round the new higher high broke the previous higher high. So yes, so this was a new higher high, right? Good. Now what do we see? Now that this was broken, we had our new higher high here, and now currently we are getting a pullback again. After this was broken, we are having a pullback. If you look at this market, it mostly happens once a higher high or a lower low is broken, it gets a reversal, then it begins to gather momentum back up, and then reversal. So now that this is broken, there's a need for us to get a reversal, and that is what is currently happening on the monthly chart. Now if this is currently happening on the monthly chart, we know we are on the up move. This is what we are seeing. It's on the up move on the monthly chart of EURNZD. Now if this is the case, let's come back to the weekly chart. Now if we look at the weekly chart, there is something interesting we must all take notice of. Now whenever something is a higher high or a lower low is broken, it comes back to test, and you can see it here. If you look at it from the back down here, this was broken. You see, the first one was broken, it came back to test it, went all the way to break the second one, which is up here, came back to test the one which broke first, tested it, then gathered momentum back up to break the top one here. After it broke this one, oh come on, my internet is a bit disturbing. I wish. Okay, let's go back. So let's continue. So after this was broken, it came back to test it, and then gathered momentum back up again to break this one, went up, came back to test it. If you look at it here, came back to test it here, then went up to break this one, went up, came back to test, and then now with this testing, it started making its way, trying to go up, but in all, the target is for it to break this one. We are looking at it breaking this one. Did not break, came back to test it again, the level it's supposed to test, came back to test again. If you look at it, so in all this, it has still been on the uptrend. Unless this is of course broken, then we can say we are in a downtrend. Now it kept on doing that until officially it went all up to break it. If you see, it went up to break it and then made its way up to the top here. Now after this, it started coming down, and then if you look at it from the perspective of what we are seeing, in order for the sake of time, let's be fast. Currently, let's see what happened here. There was a break here, and then went up to break this one too, and then made all its way up. Now after it broke here, came back down to test it, made a big candle up for the week, came back, broke this to test this one, which was the first one broken. It came back to test it, and currently made its way all up again. And now if you look at it here, it tried to break something here too. There is another consolidation here that was broken. Once this was broken here, it made its way all up, and now it has come back to test that consolidation that was broken. If you look at it here, and after it tested it, how many times has it tested? For 3 weeks. We are in the 4th week. The 4th week is showing a bullish candle. So what do we see? Let me go to the daily time frame. Now you can see the consolidation I told you here on the daily time frame. Now this was broken. Look at it here. This consolidation here was broken, and then it made its way all up. Now it came back down to test the consolidation that was broken. This was the consolidation that was broken. And what are we currently seeing? Came back to test, went up, consolidated, pull back, and then tested it again, making its way up again. And now we are seeing a little pullback on the last Friday candle. Now what are we going to see here? What are we seeing here? Now look at it. This consolidation, has it been broken? Not yet. It hasn't been broken yet. So what we have to do is to keep an eye on this trade. This consolidation needs to be broken. Once it is broken, because the last candle didn't break it, if you look at it from that perspective, the last candle couldn't break. So what we're doing here is waiting for a new candle to break this consolidation, then we can officially enter a buy upwards, or we will have to wait for this consolidation that is being tested severally here to be broken. Once any of this is broken down, then we can resume a sell and sell up to the target here. So when we sell from here, we might be targeting about 400 pips if this is broken. This line here is broken, and if this one is also broken, which is this one here, then we will be targeting our top here, which is also another 300 pips. So we have 300 pips to catch either from the down or the up, depending on which one will be broken first. So traders, this is a very strong consolidation area or resistance area, because look at it here. All this has been that level here. It tested, it could not break, tested several, could not break, until this one also came to test it and could not break. So if we get a break through this one, we'll be looking at our target here, and once this target is also broken, then we'll take our final top target. But for now, we have either this to be broken, this to be broken for us to take our buy, or we have this to be broken for us to take our sell. So this is what we see on Euro